Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another jam-packed episode with me, Seshni, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. Just hang on while I sort the settings on the transmission. And I'm back. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whether you're watching it live now on the 9th of February 2021, or whether you're watching it on the replay, do give me a like, share, comment, and let me know how you are doing and wherever you are in the world. So, guys, today another jam packed episode of the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. And today we're going to make a happy and healthy breakfast. And who says it's too early to have curry for breakfast? Let me hear your thoughts. Do people have curry for breakfast or not? Um, as a doctor, and I grew up in a spice shop where my parents obviously, we had the spice business, and curry was very much part of our lives. So that's why I'm so passionate about cooking these happy and healthy meals. Combining my love and passion for food, for spices, for curry, as well as being a doctor and psychiatrist, especially in this climate when people are having so many different physical health and mental health conditions. I think it's so important that we look at what we're eating, and breakfast is really an important part of the day. Or if you're going to have this for lunch, that's even better. But guys, it's about eating healthy. You are what you eat. Your health is your wealth, and your food is medicine. So let's start cooking, and let me explain to you all the ingredients. I've chosen to make, because for breakfast, usually what comes to mind is having something like porridge, having cereals, which are really healthy, and get lots of fruits as well, and yogurt. But I thought an alternative, if you want something that's protein based and that's also very good if you are exercising, or like a cold day like it is today. I wish I could show you the snow that's just outside. There's like snow still. I thought if we woke up this morning, the snow would be gone, but it's still there. So it's got this icy chill feeling, and I thought a nice warm curry, like an egg curry or egg chutney, boiled egg curry would be absolutely amazing to have. So, guys, we're going to get started preparing, but before that, let me explain to you my ingredients. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for joining me, Seshni, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. So, we just need, I've got one onion that's chopped, a white onion, some curry leaves, and some coriander, and all my masalas here, as you can see. So I've got some turmeric. I do like adding turmeric. So I add about usually half to 1 teaspoon of turmeric in my food because it is really healthy. I add some vadavo or rice spice or purung. This is a spice that's really good for braising dal and fish curries. And egg chutney or curry is very similar to the fish curry gravy that we make. So I thought of adding that in. I've got some Kashmiri chili, some of my mixed masala, Durban mix or leaf masala, and some garam masala, and some rombo rossi. And mind you, the mixed masala will have like 26 different herbs and spices. So all my coriander, dhania, fennel, everything is mixed in here, as well as it's got some curry leaves. So guys, we're gonna start preparing. Before that, some eggs. So I've got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 eggs in here, but you can use anything from 5 to 10 boiled eggs. And I'm going to peel them, and some tomatoes, so about 4 to 5 chopped tomatoes. So that's all the ingredients that you need, and we're going to get started preparing. We can start with the preparation of our the chutney, making, frying the onions and getting the vagar sort of done. And once we've done that, we can then add our tomatoes, make a nice curry or a chutney, depending on whether you're going to have it for breakfast or for lunch or supper. You can make it really spicy, or you can make it sort of medium to mild. It depends on what type of chutney you want to make for your eggs. I would say for breakfast, I would still have it spicy, but obviously everyone's taste buds are different. I grew up in with curry, with a curry in a curry shop, so in a spice shop. So curry was like we had it for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Let me know your thoughts. Is it too early to have curry for breakfast? And do you have curry for breakfast? And what would be the curry of choice, guys? So let's get started, guys. And as I said, it's still snowing here, so I thought it's so good. Having fried eggs is great. Having an omelette is amazing, and especially for a happy and healthy diet. And I'll explain to you why eating eggs as part of a happy and healthy diet to boost your mood is so important. So let's add some olive oil. Again, I add, if you're watching my shows, I always say add less salt and less oil. So I do believe in adding less. You can always add more water to make it more saucier and gravy, but we don't need to add a lot of oil. So just about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil, olive oil as I've got here, and then I'm going to add the onions in, and my spices, my Vagar spices. So the rice spice is really nice. I absolutely love it. It gives it a lovely taste and a crunchiness. It's also got methi in, and today's spice top tip is about methi. So methi is also known as one of the seeds that are in here. If you can see those seeds, I don't know if you can see them clearly, but that's a methi seeds. You can get methi leaves, and who doesn't know about methi and eggs? So scrambled eggs with methi is absolutely amazing. Methi also as part of some people make it into rotis. They stuff it with roti with the roti with methi as well, and they make egg chutney. You can also put methi as well. So the top spice tip is about methi. I don't have methi leaves for this recipe. I do have, but I've got the dried one. But methi, they say, or fenugreek, is a very, very healthy spice, especially for people that are going bald and for people with diabetes. And I'll explain to you in a bit and why this spice is so amazing to have. So if you haven't got into the use of using the rice spice or vadava, I would suggest find your local stockist. And because I'm mindful that there's people from all over the world watching, and do find your local stockist and try and get it. Or if you're in the UK and or somewhere globally, we do post off. So have a look at our website at www.spice-delights.com. But this spice, so back to this spice. So what they say is in the Ayurveda and a few doctors that I've spoken to in India, they do suggest that people take garlic, so a clove of garlic with some methi powder or crushed methi, and you make a mixture, a paste with it, and you have that for breakfast. So be on an empty tummy. So garlic and methi, it's quite strong, but I would suggest you can have it with your meal, and you can have at least 2 doses of that throughout the day. So at least 3 in total. So it's supposed to be regulating for your blood sugars. It's also supposed to help for immunity. So garlic combination with the methi. Obviously, whatever advice I'm giving, do consult your doctor, your GP, or your health practitioners and nurses. But I would say it's a good idea, guys. It's not going to harm you to add a little bit of methi and garlic, and that's what's so lovely about this spice. It's absolutely beautiful because of the health benefits. It's got cumin, which is good for your heart. It's got and for digestion, and it's got urad dal, it's got onions, dried onions, it's got garlic flakes, and methi, mustard seeds, and these are all really very healthy spices. So whoever invented this spice is absolutely brilliant, and I think it's originated from India because they call it the gourd or puram. So in my onions, while the onions are getting ready, I usually add my bagar in. So puram or rice spice or vadavo, so my cooking is influenced. I do like a fusion of different cuisines, but because my mom was half Gujarati and Tamil, and my dad Tamil, and a bit of Sri Lankan, so my cooking is obviously influenced by that. So all of our cookings will be influenced by where our families have originated from. But I've adapted it, but I've always tried to keep it very traditional because I know, traditional is best, to be honest. So I don't know if you like me, but there might be some one or two twists, but most of the recipes and most of the things I prepare is definitely very traditional. So Lisha says, Sesh, you're making me hungry. I would have definitely have egg chutney for breakfast. We had toasted eggs for breakfast. Amazing. Thumbs up, Lisha. That sounds amazing. All the way in South Africa, I think. You're in Cape Town, I think. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and that sounds amazing. Yes, as part of a happy, healthy diet, as I was saying, eggs are really important. So it's protein based. So anything that's protein based is something that's going to get converted into the happy chemical, which is serotonin. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But back to my egg chutney or egg curry. I think I'm going to make it more like a curry, guys. You know me. I love anything to make a curry. And I think a curry a day keeps the doctor away as long as you make it happy and healthy. Um, so we've added our onions and our vigar, and you can see that color. It's got an absolutely lovely color. You can add some curry leaves, and I do like adding curry leaves because curry leaves gives it that absolutely lovely sort of flavor. So just have a look at that. So just about like 4 or 5 of your curry leaves, you know. If you have the dried ones, guys, it's fine because in my curry as well, I usually have the dried one. So I'm just gonna let that cook in with the onions, and then we are going to then add our spices. The rest of all our masalas, that's all here, and ginger and garlic as well. So I hope everyone's doing well, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for joining. So that's the beauty of these spices that you use because a lot of them will already have like ginger and garlic. I know definitely like the mixtures my dad used to make already had ginger and garlic in it. So try and get a mixture of curry that has everything in one, like an all-in-one purpose masala. So you don't have to add everything else. But you know me, I've always got all my spices and my herbs and everything. So I'm gonna chop up some garlic. I've got a garlic here, which I'm going to just chop up. Just 1 or 2 pieces of garlic, because this is like a fish curry gravy that we're making. So I think it's only fair to sort of add a bit of extra garlic. And getting back to the spices, you know, when you make fish curry, you usually would add some mustard and some jeera, and the spice has it. So this is an absolutely, this is like my go-to spice. And I think if I was stuck on the desert or wherever, and if I needed a spice that I really needed for everything, I would say this would be the spice. Um, and I'll explain to you why. But back to eating happy and healthy. So we know that having a protein rich diet, maybe some of you didn't know it, but the more proteins you have is really important because that actually gets broken down into amino acids, and that is what is used to create serotonin. So serotonin is basically an amino acid. It's a chemical in our brain which obviously makes us happy. It's called the happy chemical. So I'm just going to chop the garlic as I'm talking to you. So just some small slivers of garlic. You can see how lovely that looks in there. So you can leave the garlic whole as well if you want, but it really depends on you. So with serotonin, as you know, when you eat a bar of chocolate, or if you have some hot chocolate, or if you exercise, you know, serotonin is released. And the reason why I'm talking about that because it's so important. The tone of your mood sets the precedence for your whole day. So if you want to be happy and healthy, it needs to start from the moment you wake up and the moment you open your eyes. And being a doctor and psychiatrist, you know, I know how important it is. And that's why I'm talking about my experiences as well as how I've been educating people around the world. So, and it's definitely worth eating happy and healthy. If you start just changing your diet, guys, seriously, if you just listen to one piece of advice, is start adding more protein based in your food. You will see a difference in your mood. I've seen that with people that come to me and get coaching and whatever consult assessments I've done just by just adding protein in your diet, within a week or 2 weeks, you will see a difference. So obviously do consult your doctors or your health practitioners, but that is one key advice. I will share more of my happiness tips, but back to our egg chutney because that's what we are preparing. So egg is a protein based. You can make it as an omelette, or as Felicia said just now, she had it in on toast. So eggs on toast, which is absolutely amazing. Um, I was actually thinking of toast, but I was thinking of um, avocado and toast. But then I decided, no, I'm making this curry because it's still snowing outside. There's like still snow. I wish I could show you, move the camera and show you. But I'll probably take some pics and show you later. But back to these. So this is the Vagard. Look how amazing. And it's got a lovely, lovely smell. So now you can see there's not a lot of oil, but obviously if you want to add more oil, add more oil. What I'm gonna do is just add more water in. So that's my secret to making this. So you don't need any of your other goodies. If you do want, you can add your other spices. But for this chutney, I wouldn't really add. You might want to add maybe just one cinnamon stick, again for diabetics, really healthy. So I wouldn't really add any of the other sticks and spices. So pop that to the side. But if you want to, guys, by all means do. So we just had the rice spice in. We had some onions and some curry leaves, and that's all that's in there. And what we're going to do is add all our masalas. So I'm going to add some turmeric. Um, so at least 1 to 2 teaspoons. I'll add one. I do love turmeric and it's very healthy. It's really, really healthy. So some Kashmiri masala. So 1 tablespoon of my Kashmiri. 2 of my mixed masala, 2 tablespoons or 4 teaspoons. And then some of my rombo rosi. So I'm just going to add one teaspoon of my rombo rosi because it's really spicy, guys. I made beans curry yesterday and it was so spicy because of the rombo rosi. So there you go. You just mix it, and the tip that I always say I learned from a dietitian is instead of adding more oil, which we all will be tempted to, and ghee, just add some water, and that gives it a lovely consistency. It gives you that curry sauce. So I've always, from a young age, I've tried to reduce the amount of sugar because of the history of diabetes in our families, and also cholesterol, hypertension. I like very early on, stopped having sugar in my tea and coffee and warm drinks, Milo, which I absolutely love. But then again, Milo has a lot of sugar in it already, doesn't it? So I think I had enough sugar there. But that was a favorite of mine. It's so healthy, guys. Now I'm thinking about having a cup of Milo, and I don't have any Milo. So, guys, in South Africa, you are so fortunate to have all these um, things that we grew up with. Sometimes we take it for granted, but just be grateful. Gratitude is another key happiness tip. But let's get to our curry. So, as you can see, so I'm making it a egg curry. So boiled egg curry, or you can make it as a chutney. So if you wanted to make it a chutney, you didn't have to add all the masalas that I've added, and you could have just added some of the spices, but much less. I'm going to add some tomatoes, so 4 to 5 chopped tomatoes, and we're just going to make that cook really nice. And you can add some more water as well. I'm going to explain also another way. One of our customers, Pratiba in Birmingham, she showed another way of making the boiled egg chutney. And it was really tasty. So I'll explain it to you. When I'm peeling the eggs, I will explain to you exactly what it is. And it was so delicious, honestly. I'm used to making this because this is how my mom made it. Guys, it smells absolutely amazing. Oh, and that's just a chutney for eggs, guys. Imagine that. So I'm going to add some salt as well at this point. So 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, or how much you want to add. And I will taste it as well, just to make sure that the salt. Another tip, if you want to take that saltiness out, or that sort of sweet and sour taste out, you can just add a little pinch of sugar if you want, just to take that out. But I like it like this. Definitely, definitely. Amazing. Oh my god, it tastes like egg chutney already. And I think it's because I've added the vadago or the vigar, this spice. Guys, do find out where you can get this. It's absolutely amazing. It's healthy as well, which I love. So there you have it. That's our chutney or curry, I would say. Add more masala if you want it really, really red and curryish. But mind you, I'll be having this for breakfast. So pour drink. If you obviously if it's in the day and you're working, yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee or a refreshing drink like tonic water. But obviously, if it's evening time, pour yourself a drink, relax, enjoy the show, and let me know that you are here. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone that's joining. And you can see it's really coming out very, very nicely. So, curry for breakfast, guys, let me know what your thoughts are while we get started with peeling our eggs. So I think there was a tip I read about eggs, if you wanted to really come out so easily without, when you peel eggs, sometimes it sort of sticks to the egg or you can break it, but then it just doesn't come out full. So there's a tip that you can add a little bit of vinegar in the water when you are boiling it. So just a little bit of vinegar and it will take out the shell really easily. So guys, any tips if you have, let me know. But it's coming up really nicely, guys. So I'm gonna kind of use all of these eggs because some people like the eggs, um, sort of just boiled egg. I remember having boiled egg sandwiches my mom used to make when we used to go to the shop, and I used to have it with loads of chilies with my dad. And she used to just grate this, add some pepper and salt, some onion, and some tomato, and that's an idea for lunch, guys, or sandwiches, samis as we call them in the UK. So just some eggs which I'm just peeling. So you can use a fork and just hit it, and then hope that your eggs come out really, really nice. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and thank you so much for joining me. Our chocolate looks amazing. I'm just going to pop it on low heat because it's getting really, really nice and cooked. And it's so simple and easy, guys. It's going to be ready like within no time. And so this it is just an idea. So I just thought, you know, just thinking about different ideas for breakfast, for lunch, for supper, and this you could easily have for supper as well. What I loved with egg chutney was my mom used to make it, and she used to add some, wait for it, some dried shrimps. Yera. I do have it actually, but I've not prepared it, so I can't add it. But yera in that, so dried shrimps is absolutely amazing. So we're getting there with our eggs. And this is it about cooking, make sure that you're doing it mindfully, that you're 100% into your cooking and enjoying it as well. You make it happy and healthy. Put the music on, dance, just enjoy yourself, because you have to. That's one of my tips at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen, guys. So we are moving on swiftly with our eggs, guys. Some lovely boiled egg, which is going to go into the chutney. And I just want to check the chutney. Yeah, amazing. Look at that. That looks amazing. So Lisha says, you're making me hungry. I know, Lisha. I woke up feeling very hungry this morning, so I thought, I'm going to have curry for breakfast and I'm going to make boiled egg chutney. But it sounds like you had an amazing breakfast with eggs on toast. Um, so I was saying the other recipe, apart from making like boiled eggs with sandwiches, You know, eggs we use in so many dishes like biryani with boiled eggs. Tin fish curry I made the other day. I don't know if you watched the episode, but I used some boiled eggs in it. So there's so many different ways of adding this amazing food, protein based, especially, which is great. But do watch the amount of eggs you have because obviously because of cholesterol, you do need to obviously be careful. Yeah. So you can see my eggs, and I'm just swiftly getting through them. So I would say about 5 or 6 eggs you need, or more if you want. And you can actually put them in whole or you can cut them up. So I'm going to try maybe we can do both. So the recipe that Prativa shared and has made, which was absolutely delicious, is you take the egg and you actually cut the egg in like as if you were grating it, you know, in the long strips. You actually cut it, and I will show you. I'll try and demonstrate it with one. So you cut the egg up, you make your chutney exactly like this, and then you throw it in and you cook it. So it's basically it comes out like a the egg is not whole. It's basically like in small like grated pieces, but they're not grated. They're a bit bigger than the grated pieces, and it really tasted delicious. So that's another way, guys, of making this boiled egg chutney. So we're winning. I know lots of different cuisines use boiled eggs. You know, you get like Sri Lankan dishes where they serve like the rice with boiled egg. You get the nasi lemak. I was watching a Malaysian show and they were serving coconut rice with like a chutney and then a boiled egg. And I know my daughter loves this the ramen. So ramen is noodles with like the sauce and boiled eggs, which is really nice. And that's obviously Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese, you know, dishes. So there's so many different ways in which you can have boiled eggs. So whether you're going to have it for lunch, for breakfast, for supper, guys, there's enough recipes. Do share with me your recipes of what you do. So I'm popping that unloaded because it's definitely ready for our eggs, and we are almost there, guys. How quick and easy was this to make? You know, within obviously while I was busy, I was on radio this morning doing the COVID-19 update. So while that was happening, I was boiling the eggs. So the eggs were getting boiled, and I prepared all my ingredients. And so within 20 minutes to half an hour, we've got a boiled egg chutney. So I would say as soon as you get up, whatever else you're doing, get your ingredients going. So then have your get sort of organized so that when you are starting to cook, it's quick and easy, guys. So Mel says, it's hi, it's good to catch you live. Trust you well. Awesome breakfast. Yes, I am well, Mel. Hope you are well as well. And how are you doing? What are you up to today, Mel? Um, so yeah, I'm really well actually. Thank you so much. Despite all that's been going on, um, we've been keeping our spirits up, you know. Thank you, Mel, and hope you are well and things are all back to normal um, on your side. So now all the way in South Africa, thank you so much for joining. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. What are you having for breakfast, Mel, or anyone else for that matter? I might not be able to see all the comments because I think it only restricts me to the comments from people that are on one of my Facebook feeds, not on everyone. But guys, I do want to show you the other recipes. So I'm going to use this egg as an example. So if you want to, so just learn. So I've just got 2, 4, 6 eggs which I'm going to use, and this one I'm going to demonstrate to you what to do. So the recipe that Pratika showed me. So you just take your egg and you just sort of to be very delicate with it. You know, you have to be so careful. So all you do is you have to slice them. So you have to slice the egg. I'm not doing that now, but I'm just demonstrating it to you. So you have an idea. So you just cut it like that. So your eggs are going to be in pieces like that. So you carry on doing that with so that you finish the whole egg. And even when you get to the yolks as well, you can put the yolks in more. So you just continue. So it becomes like basically like not like spaghetti, but like pieces of egg like that. And then what you do is you do that with all the eggs. You make your chutney and then you throw it in, and it's absolutely delicious. So So you can just continue. I'll just show you again. So just like that. So just very, very slowly. So that's an idea. I'll make it another day. That's an even bigger piece. So it really tastes nice because, and it gave a different feel to the egg chutney because, when you eat the egg chutney, it's like one, you take a big egg and that's it. But I think with this recipe, what was so good is that it actually cooked with all the juices and the curry mix. So it really tasted very nice. So we're gonna pop our eggs in. So I think I'm gonna pop in the eggs and I am gonna cut one or two of them in half. So hopefully you get some really nice halves. So you can pop them in whole. And as I said, guys, if you had yera or you had the dried shrimps, that would have been even more amazing. But I wasn't planning on that, even though I love it. My mom used to make it. So I've just cut some in half, just to make it look a bit fancy. And yeah, another egg in the middle. Yeah. So that's all our egg. You can actually use this one as well, but it's a bit used up. But what I'll do is continue demonstrating to you while this is getting prepared, so you can see how to do that type of egg that I was talking about. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show with me, Soshi, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen. And today is just a simple, easy. It's curry for breakfast, guys, and it's egg curry, so it is happy and healthy, guys. Um, so what I was thinking is we are so fortunate that the foods that we do eat anyway, even though I'm telling you recipes and I'm saying it's happy and healthy, to be honest, lots of these recipes are happy and healthy. The foods that we've actually grown up with are definitely healthy. So I think we are so fortunate, guys. So I'm just going to chop up some coriander. And we're going to put that on the top. And our chutney is going to be ready very soon. So just pop the eggs in, give it a mix. And our egg chutney, guys, is like almost ready. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome again to another jam-packed episode with me, Seshi. So I've just chopped up some coriander like that. I just love the coriander. So I'm going to put that on the top. Cilantro, coriander, also very healthy, guys. So back to the egg, where I was demonstrating how to use the egg. The garam masala, you can add a bit of garam masala as well. So I haven't added garam masala, so if you want, actually you should have done that, maybe could have done it before adding the egg in, that's fine. I'm going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of garam masala. And just mix it. So that's going to give it a nice flavor as well. The garam. Garam is very healthy as well, guys. So most curries call for garam masala, so it's basically garam masala, for those that don't know, is all the mixtures of your biryani hum. So all of that's sort of ground, it's roasted and ground, and that's actually what garam masala is. Look at the color now, it gives it another color, doesn't it? Let's just mix it really nicely. And I love the turmeric in because you can see the color of your the eggs. It's got turmeric. That's our egg chutney almost ready. So I'm going to have a taste in a minute. Yeah, but back to this. So guys, as I was saying, so the other recipe is just taking the egg and slicing it up like this. So just make it in slices. So you just go all the way around, and I think this is such a lovely recipe. So and then you just add it into your chutney. So if I was making this chutney like that, I would just add it in. I'm just going to add a piece in actually, and then you can see what it's like if you want to try that. And then the yolks, you can actually just take the yolk and put it in whole like that. And you really need to be careful with them because it's really delicate. So I just want to do that to show you what I was talking about. I might add a few of them as well. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So we'll make a combo of the two different recipes. So then you can have an opportunity to try the other one. Isn't that amazing? So again, you just cutting it very, very thinly, but like in a piece. So it's just not thick, but thin enough. So just different pieces. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm just showing you how to make a boiled egg chutney, but then there's a twist with it. I'm showing you how to sort of slice and grate it, which is also really tasty. And if you make it like this, do let me know how it goes. But credit goes to Katiba Sony, who is in Birmingham, and she actually showed me that recipe. And I tried it, which is great. So our boiled egg chutney is almost ready, guys. I'm going to grab my spoon to taste it. And yes, bon appetit, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It was really a quick and easy one, wasn't it? So hopefully I can try and keep the episodes quick and easy, simple, happy and healthy. And there you go. Have a taste. Amazing. And you know, it's not too hot. It does have a bit of a kick, but it tastes really nice. And then I want to show you how the other bit. There you have it, guys. It's simple and easy egg chutney. Yeah. So you can see. Yeah, looks better, so you can see better. Yeah. So that's a simple and easy egg chutney. And I want to show you the small. So that's the pieces of eggs, as you can see. There's like big pieces of egg, and then the eggs in half pieces. So that's also nice because if you want to put them in half, it's great. Because obviously, if you've got a family and you're going to feed a family. The other thing I really wanted to add in here was some peppers, some green and red capsicum, which is all finished, so I didn't have. But I thought that would have gone so nice with this. So just have a look at this bit. So it's like this, I would say, like I'm trying to call it like spaghetti egg. You know, spaghetti egg pieces. Basically, it's just like the small pieces of egg. And as you can see, they just get cooked in the sauce. So it's just like that. And then the yolk. Okay. So let's just taste that. That is absolutely delicious. Actually, I do like that recipe. I think I may caught between the both because I grew up with this. My mom made the egg chutney like this or egg curry, but I think that dish is really nice. So to be honest, you can actually make a combo like this. So I could have cut more of the egg in that way and made the egg chutney, but this is the egg chutney done, guys, and it's come out so amazing and so tasty. So there's a simple egg chutney, protein based, which is happy and healthy. It's good to kickstart your mood and sets the tone for your whole day. And I hope you guys manage to make this happy and healthy dish. Do stay tuned for another episode with me, Seshni, at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen, where I'm trying to inspire you to cook happy and healthy because you are what you eat. Your food is your medicine and your health is your wealth. So lots of love from me to you and your family. Guys, stay safe and namaste. And drop me a line, send me a message, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do want any spices or anything, you can. I'm just going to put that off. Sorry, guys. If you do want anything, then do have a look at our website. Sorry about that. So if you do want any spices or anything, have a look at our website at www.spice-delights.com. And I do have a Happy Doctor's Kitchen range as well of spices. So, but it's all our spices which are medicinal values, as I explained, and I'll give you some tips as we go along, as well as on my Facebook and my Instagram. If you do have any suggestions of any recipes you want me to make, I will gladly do it. I get requests all the time, like to make the bunny chow, to make chive curry, to make tin fish, roti. And I think the recent one is to make a seafood paella, which I am planning to do one of the days. So do stay tuned for that episode. Um, and also, yeah, let me know what's cooking in your kitchen. I do will give you some recipes for this. I did pop on some recipes on my Facebook post, and everyone absolutely loves it. It's my dad's recipes from his shop in Victoria Street when he was running the R.A. Woodleys, which is now Tirupati Spices, run by my twin. So he actually had recipes which he used to give his customers, because they would come asking us here how to make fish curry, how to make chops, and how to make biryani, samosas, and how to use these spices. So he had compiled a lovely collection, which was also translated in German, so being used by all his German customers. So I popped that on my Facebook post, and if you do want a copy of that, let me know. So many people have asked for it, so I will be. I'm just waiting for the copies that I can send out to you, and obviously, yeah, do let me know if you want any other recipes, and maybe I'll share Pratiba's recipe of the eggs, how to actually make it the way that she did it. The chutney bit might be a bit different from mine, but yeah, it's also happy, healthy, and simple and easy. So, guys, lots of love and namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and stay safe wherever you are. Do join me tonight for another jam packed episode at the Happy Doctor's Kitchen, and have a fantastic day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Lots of love, guys, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much.